Alright, Bridgerton fans, welcome back to the Wolf Diaries. Grab your quills and ink because we're diving into one of the juiciest topics of Season 4, how the writers are going to handle Penelope Bridgerton's character now that her biggest secret is out. That's right, the walls have come crashing down. At the end of Season 3, our dear Penelope stood up in front of the entire ton, including the Queen, and revealed that she is the one and only Lady Whistledown. Can you believe it? And what a mic drop moment it was indeed. Welcome to the Wolf Diaries. This is huge. I mean, for 3 seasons, we've seen Penelope hiding in the shadows, gathering her gossip, and dropping those scandalous Whistledown papers without anyone suspecting a thing.
But now,
everyone knows. And she even signed off her latest issue as Penelope Bridgerton. So, the big question is, how will Penelope's character evolve now that the world knows her as the infamous Lady Whistledown? Honestly, I think the writers have set up something incredible here. Penelope is no longer the insipid wallflower that everyone ignored at balls and social events. She's now the center of attention, and not just because of her connection to the Bridgertons. No, she's Lady Whistledown, the very person who controls the gossip mill that runs the entire social scene of the ton. That's major, but it also raises a ton of questions. How will she get her information now that people are watching her every move? Remember, Penelope's power as Lady Whistledown came from the fact that she was overlooked. No one ever paid attention to her. She could listen in on conversations, attend balls unnoticed, and gather all the scandalous details. But now that she's stepped into the spotlight, she can't rely on being invisible anymore. So, how will she continue her work? I've got some theories. First of all, Penelope's going to need to get creative. She can't be everywhere at once, and she certainly can't sneak around the way she used to. But here's where things get really interesting. What if the Queen steps in to help her? After all, Queen Charlotte knows the value of good gossip, and she has her own network of spies who blend into the background like no one else. She has also enjoyed the push and pull parasocial relationship she has had with Lady Whistledown for the past 3 seasons, and this might just be the excitement she needs since the cycle of the marriage mart was clearly a snooze fest for her throughout Season 3. Picture this. Penelope and Queen Charlotte teaming up, using the Queen's spy network to gather intel. The Queen could offer Penelope access to some of the most exclusive events and private conversations that no one else can touch. In return, Penelope could offer the Queen a little editorial control. I mean, can you imagine the drama if the Queen had a direct line to Lady Whistledown's pen? It would be a power duo for the ages. However, this will definitely lead to her relinquishing a lot of editorial power, since this will never be an equal partnership. The power dynamics, for one, will always put Penelope on the losing end cause throughout the 3 seasons, we've seen the Queen be somewhat, for lack of a better word, a bully. If Penelope was to work with the Crown, she will always be under the Crown's thumb. Or there's another route the writers could take, and this one could get really fun. Penelope could hire her own spies. Imagine her building a secret network of informants, people who can go unnoticed in places where she can't. Servants, stable boys, seamstresses, all gathering the juiciest bits of gossip for her to publish. This would be a whole new layer of intrigue, and it would allow Penelope to expand her reach even further than before. With this new spy network, Penelope could continue to dominate the social scene, but on a much bigger scale. And just think of the tension. If someone finds out they're being spied on, the drama would be delicious. But let's talk about the emotional side of things for a minute. Penelope's revelation as Lady Whistledown isn't just going to shake up her professional life, it's going to affect her personal relationships too. The Bridgertons now know that the woman they love and consider family has been secretly publishing gossip that has, let's be honest, hurt a lot of people. Will they forgive her? Will they help her? And what about her closest friends? We've already seen how Eloise reacted when she found out the truth about Penelope. Their friendship was shattered. But now that Penelope is fully out in the open, could this be a chance for them to rebuild that bond? I mean, Eloise has always been fiercely independent and not one to follow society's rules. Maybe now that everything's out in the open, they could find common ground. Maybe even work together? There's a lot of potential for emotional growth here. And let's not forget about the rest of the ton. Penelope's going to have a lot of explaining to do. Will people resent her for the secrets she spilled? Or will they come to respect her for having the guts to own up to her alter ego? The one thing I'd love to see the writers explore that they totally bungled with Kate and Anthony was a show of just how judgmental we've seen the rest of the ton be whenever anyone has been involved in some form of scandal. For 3 years, we've seen people banished from polite society, judged and vilified just because Lady Whistledown had some insight about their lives and made those secrets available for public consumption. I'd like to see Penelope deal with the consequences of those actions and people looking at her sideways because they don't know how to engage with her. All in all, I can't wait to see how the writers handle the fallout from her confession. And here's something I think the audience is really hoping for. Will Penelope's newfound power come with a price? Now that she's in the open, will people start feeding her false gossip to manipulate her publication? Will she become a pawn in the very game she once controlled from the shadows? It's going to be fascinating to see how she navigates the politics of the ton now that she's no longer anonymous. All in all, Penelope's character is set to undergo a major transformation in Season 4. She's stepping into her power as Lady Whistledown, but with that power comes a whole new set of challenges. Will she continue to be the puppet master, pulling the strings of society? Or will the spotlight shine too brightly, forcing her to confront the consequences of her actions? One thing's for sure, Season 4 is going to be another major Penelope evolution since she's always been a major player since the inception of the show, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Whether she teams up with the Queen, hires her own spies, or faces the backlash from her confession head-on, Penelope is no longer the quiet girl in the background. She's the power player now, and I have a feeling the ton isn't ready for what's coming. So, what do you think? How will Penelope navigate her new role as the public Lady Whistledown? Will she be able to maintain her influence? Or will the pressures of fame bring her down? Let me know your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Bridgerton content as we gear up for Season 4. Thanks for watching, and until next time, may your quills always be sharp and your gossip always be scandalous. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and/or subscribe for more delightful content, and I'll see you on the next one.